My name is Chris, and this is a testimonial. Basically, I'm ever grateful for Josh Cameron and for his master for teaching him what he knows. Um, my fiancée, Tara Cooper, was in the hospital in Florida, and we live in Maine. And she wasn't doing very well. She had advanced myeloid leukemia, and the very worst type, which had a low chance of survival. And she went down there for a trial, a human trial, to try to beat the cancer a different way. And she ended up catching COVID while she was down there. And that got her onto a ventilator, and that started harming her kidneys and other things. And it didn't seem like she was going to make it. And just out of the blue, I got a message from Josh. We'd been friends before, and currently. And he was just asking me how she was doing, and I told him the truth, and that I was in Florida. And so he reached out, and he said that he wanted to try to do some work to see if maybe while Tara was sedated and in this horrible condition, maybe we could get her body to decide to want to fight back and get out of it. But deep down, I also understood that there was a very small chance of that, and that at the very least, this kind of work could help get her to forgive herself and prepare herself for making the journey into the next phase of existence, since nobody really knows what happens after. So Josh cleared his schedule, coordinated with me. I was able to get the nurses to leave the room, and they gave me as much time as I needed to do a Zoom chat with Josh on a Zoom call and myself and Tara on the other side. And he walked us through an amazing mental journey, got me into a meditative state. I know that he reached into her as well and was able to connect with her. I could just feel it, you know? Our language isn't capable of describing all that in great detail without sounding corny, so I'll just say I'm sure of it. And all in all, by the end of that day, it's almost like she had decided that it was okay to let go. She'd been fighting the whole time, even certain that she wouldn't make it, but she was fighting for her son and for me and for her family. And once I was able to make that connection with Josh Cameron and through the teachings of his master, I think that gave her the strength to be able to let go, knowing that we were ready for her to do that and to stop the suffering that she was enduring. So early the next morning, she had a massive stroke that the brain doctors, the neurologists, had told me and showed me the images that there was just shut off, and that was it. And her advanced directives determined that we needed to let her pass on. And thanks to the journey that Josh Cameron was able to carry us through, I was able to make that very difficult decision, knowing in my heart that she was ready for it and capable to make the journey. And I don't really want to go into great detail of our meditation because it was quite personal, but I will say that if you're ever in a position where you think this can help you, either to accept the reality you're in or to be able to change the reality, because I've heard of that happening too, I would not hesitate to accept this man's help. He's a truly good soul, and I feel it. So, thanks.